If you opened Telegram today and found it was not loading, you are not imagining it. You are not having a network problem. Your Telegram has been blocked. Today, June 16, 2026, the Indian government has officially restricted access to Telegram across India. The block will remain in place until June 22nd. That is one day after the NEET UG 2026 re-examination, scheduled for June 21st. And this is not just about Telegram, because today's block is part of a much bigger story. A story about which apps India has banned, why, under what law, and what the pattern of those bans tells us about who has the power to switch off your communication. I am Yogita. This is She Speaks Anyways. And in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to tell you everything. The Telegram block, the full list of banned apps, the law behind all of it, and the questions we all need to be asking right now. Why Telegram? The NEET 2026 cheating scandal. To understand why Telegram is blocked today, you need to understand what happened on May 3rd, 2026. On May 3rd, India conducted NEET UG 2026, the National Medical Entrance Examination. Millions of students had spent years preparing for this single test. It is the only gateway to government medical colleges in India. One exam, one day, millions of futures. Within hours of the exam, allegations began flooding social media. Question paper leak, cheating rackets, students claiming they had been sold the paper in advance. The National Testing Agency, the NTA, investigated. And the conclusion was devastating. The exam was cancelled. Every student who sat that paper, lakhs of them, will have to sit it again on June 21st. Now, here is where Telegram comes in. According to the NTA, organized cheating rackets had been using Telegram channels, groups, and bots to target NEET candidates. Not just in May, but right now in the run-up to the re-examination. These channels were advertising fake paper leaks, selling fraudulent answers to desperate students, creating panic and confusion. The NTA says it tried intermediate measures first. It worked with Telegram to take down individual channels and groups. But according to the NTA, the platform-level response was insufficient. Channels were taken down and new ones appeared within hours. So on the recommendation of the NTA, supported by the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, which had inputs from police forces in Bihar, Gujarat and Rajasthan, the government issued two directions. First, block all access to Telegram in India until June 22nd. Second, require Telegram to disable its message editing feature for all messages already posted in India until June 30th. That second direction is particularly significant. Telegram has a feature that allows users to edit messages after they have been posted. Cheating rackets had been exploiting this feature in a specific way. They would post a message before an exam with some generic content, then edit it after the exam to make it look like they had accurately predicted the questions, creating false evidence of a paper leak. Disabling that editing feature removes this manipulation tool entirely. The NTA described the Telegram block as a last resort. Whether you believe that, whether you think this is a proportionate response to a genuine problem or an overreach of government power, is exactly what we need to discuss. The full list. Every major app India has banned. Today's Telegram block did not happen in isolation. India has been banning apps for years, and the list is longer than most people realize. 2020, 207 Chinese apps, including TikTok and WeChat. In June 2020, following deadly clashes between Indian and Chinese soldiers at the Galwan Valley in Ladakh, India banned 59 Chinese apps, including TikTok, WeChat, and UC browser, citing national security and data privacy concerns. Over the following months, the total reached 267 apps. TikTok alone had over 200 million users in India at the time. Overnight, they lost access. India was TikTok's largest market outside China. The WEI ban wiped that out entirely. The government cited Section 69A of the IT Act, the same law used today, as the legal basis. 2022, PUBG Mobile and Gaming Apps. PUBG Mobile, one of the most popular games in India with tens of millions of active players, was banned as part of the Chinese app wave, citing data security concerns about its Chinese parent company, Tencent's involvement. The game was eventually relaunched in India under a different structure, but the initial ban shocked India's gaming community. 2023, 14 encrypted messaging apps banned for terrorism. In May 2023, the Modi government banned 14 encrypted messaging applications under Section 69A, stating they were being used by terror groups, primarily in Jammu and Kashmir, to communicate between militants and their handlers. The banned apps included Cryptvisor from Germany, Enigma from the UK, SafeSwiss from Switzerland, Wika, owned by Amazon Web Services, Briar, an open-source app, and Canada-based Nandbox. Also banned were BChat, Konian, IMO, Element, Second Line, Zangi, Threema, and Mediafire. The government's reason: these apps had no representatives in India, making it impossible for law enforcement to track criminal activity on their platforms. Under Indian law, digital platforms operating in India are required to have a nodal officer based in the country, respond to lawful government requests, and cooperate with investigations. These apps, the government said, did not comply. Ongoing internet shutdowns in Kashmir and Manipur. Beyond specific app bans, India has repeatedly imposed complete or partial internet shutdowns in conflict zones. Kashmir experienced one of the world's longest internet shutdowns, over 550 days between 2019 and 2021, following the revocation of Article 370D. Manipur, during the ethnic violence of 2023, experienced repeated mobile internet shutdowns that lasted months. India consistently ranks among the world's top countries for internet shutdowns, a statistic that civil liberties organizations cite regularly. 2026, Telegram blocked. Today, Telegram, the world's fifth largest messaging app with over 900 million global users, blocked in India until June 22nd because cheating rackets used it to defraud students. That is the stated reason, and the legal basis, as always, is Section 69A. Section 69A, the law that makes it all possible. Every single app ban I have just described was carried out under the same law. Section 69A of the Information Technology Act 2000. And understanding this law is essential to understanding what is actually happening. Section 69A gives the central government of India the power to direct any internet service provider, telecom company, web hosting service, or cyber cafe to block any information, any content, any app, any website that it believes threatens the sovereignty and integrity of India, the defense of India, the security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, or public order. There is no court order required. The government issues a direction, the ISPs comply, the app disappears from your phone. The process can happen in hours. there is a procedural safeguard. A government committee is supposed to review blocking orders, and blocked parties are supposed to be notified and given an opportunity to respond. In practice, civil liberties lawyers and digital rights organizations have repeatedly pointed out that these safeguards are often not implemented transparently. Blocking orders are classified. The parties whose apps are blocked often find out from news reports, not from official notification. In 2022, the Supreme Court of India ruled in the case Anuradha Bhasin versus Union of India that internet shutdowns must be subject to judicial review, must be proportionate, and must be for the shortest possible duration. The ruling was significant. Its implementation has been, according to digital rights advocates, inconsistent. What Section 69A does not require is public justification. The government does not need to explain its reasoning to citizens. It does not need to publish the blocking order. It does not need a parliamentary debate. One ministry, one direction, your app is gone. The real question, censorship or security? Now, I want to be honest with you about something. This is not a simple story, and I do not think it should be presented as one. There is a genuine security argument for some of these bans. The 14 encrypted apps banned in 2023 were, according to intelligence agencies, actually being used by militants in Kashmir to coordinate attacks while avoiding law enforcement surveillance. The Telegram cheating rackets targeting NEET students are real. They are documented. They are destroying the futures of students who work for years only to have the exam cancelled because organized criminals corrupted it. These are real harms. And there is a genuine civil liberties argument against the way these bans happen. TikTok had 200 million Indian users. Content creators, small businesses, entertainers who lost their platform overnight with no warning, no appeal process, no compensation, no timeline. The 14 encrypted apps that were banned included tools used by journalists, activists, lawyers, and ordinary people who value privacy for entirely legitimate reasons. Telegram today is used by journalists, researchers, opposition politicians, students, millions of people with nothing to do with NEET cheating, who have lost access to their communication tool because the government decided a temporary block was justified. The question is not whether India has the right to restrict apps. Virtually every government in the world asserts some version of this right. The UK, the US, the EU have all debated or enacted app restrictions. The question is, what oversight exists? Who checks the government's reasoning? Is the process transparent? Is it proportionate? And is there any mechanism for the people affected to challenge the decision? Under Section 69A, as currently implemented, the honest answer to most of those questions is limited oversight, classified reasoning, limited transparency, often disproportionate, and very difficult to challenge effectively. That gap between the government's power to block and the citizens' ability to question that block is where digital freedom lives or dies. Here is my honest take. I think the NEET cheating rackets are a real problem that deserves a real response. The students who studied for years, who saved money, who took that exam in good faith, they deserved better. If blocking Telegram genuinely protects the integrity of the re-examination on June 21st, that matters. Those students matter. And I also think that the democracy should be deeply uncomfortable with a law that allows a government to block 900 million people's communication platform for any period, without a court order, without public explanation, without an appeals process, and without compensation for the millions of legitimate users affected. Both of those things are true simultaneously. And the fact that we keep having to hold them simultaneously, security need versus democratic accountability, without ever resolving the tension through proper legal reform, is itself the problem. India deserves a framework for app restriction that is transparent, proportionate, judicially overseen, and publicly accountable. It does not currently have one. And until it does, every app ban, however justified the specific reason, will also be a question mark over digital freedom in the world's largest democracy. If you use Telegram and you are affected by today's block, this video is for you. If you are a NEET student preparing for June 21st, this video is for you too. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Is this block justified? Does the government have the right to do this? I want to hear from you. I am Yogita. This is She Speaks Anyways. Like, share, subscribe, and keep asking questions because that is what democracy is for.